Inertia. Big word, right? Hey, everybody. Dr. Jones here with another weekly video message. And this week, I want to talk about the idea of inertia. And I got this because I got to thinking about a quote from Mark Twain about eat a frog first thing in the morning and you won't do anything worse the rest of the day, or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. It's not the exact quote, but the idea is the same, that if you get the worst thing out of the way first thing in the morning, the rest of the day seems easy. So when I talk about inertia, the idea of getting something moving so that it continues to move on its own and it becomes easier to move, I kind of think of the bad things, the hard things, and the easy things or the good things. You see, all too often when we come up with something bad or we have to do something hard, we put it off. And so there's no inertia built to getting that done. We never take that step. And the more we put it off, we often find that the harder it becomes. Think of if we're trying to write a paper. The longer we put it off and the closer we get to the due date, the harder it is to get started and the more dread and anxiety we give ourselves about doing it. Think about if we're practicing to get better at a sport or a skill that we do. The longer we put it off, the harder it is to become better. And when it becomes time to perform, it's way harder than it needed to be. And then we have feelings of regret afterwards. Where if you take those two examples and do a little bit at a time, just get started, get that inertia going, that ball rolling, so to speak. So if you have that paper that's due, say you write a little bit every day and you build up to where pretty soon, if it's pages and pages, well, maybe we hope not, but if it's pages and pages, before you know it, you can sit and write pages and pages at a time. The same thing with practicing any skill. If you practice it for a little while each day, consistently, honestly, every day, just a little bit, before you know it, you're going to be practicing it for 5 minutes, then 15 minutes, then a half an hour, then an hour, and you get the idea. So the more you do it, you get the inertia going in a good direction. See, now, an inertia is a double-edged sword, because bad inertia works the same way that good inertia does. If you don't get the ball rolling, again, those feelings of anxiety creep in, it becomes harder. Whereas if you do get the ball rolling, things get easier, and before you know it, you've accomplished more than you thought you could originally. And there you get to bring in the good feelings. So make sure you're using inertia in a positive way. Make it work for you so that it doesn't cause you larger problems in the future. And the way you do that is just get started. No matter how small, don't wait until, next Monday. Don't wait until, maybe later tonight. Do it right now, because that one small step will help get that inertia going. Challenge for you. Reading. We should all be reading to find new ideas, to exercise our minds. Try reading just 15 minutes a day. That's it. Don't read any more, even if it feels like you can. Don't read any more. Read 15 minutes a day to build that habit. If you're already reading that long, well, read a little longer. Add 15 minutes to it. And before you know it, you're going to be reading more than you ever thought you would. And then you'll look and you'll say, wow, that inertia thing really works. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I never take it for granted. Now go out and get something started instead of worrying about what it looks like when you haven't. And as always, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character. Have a great day.